Hey everybody, Core Con Nerd here, and I'm joined by.
Matt Kohler. How's everyone doing?
You may recognize him from our Young Justice episodes if you watch those. If not, check them out. But
Or you
we,
might saw me and turned me off after The Last Jedi.
yes, because you were an asshole in that one.
Yes, yes, it was.
But we do Young Justice episode collaborations. He is the director, producer, writer, choreographer, all the ers for Batman Master of Fear. We also do an update series on his channel. Well, episode 2 of the update is going to drop soon.
Yes, it will.
Because we just filmed it. Episode 1 of the update for the Bat costume is up right now, and that's pretty cool. But this is Jean-Claude Van Johnson. Now, I know this trailer came out a while ago. The first season is over. They have 6 episodes. I haven't seen it. I had heard that he was going to do a show, but I didn't really research into it because it was on Amazon Prime. I don't have Amazon Prime. But one of the things that Amazon does that I think is pretty smart, actually, to try and cut down on their costs, they release a pilot episode and they see how it does. If it gets enough attention, then they greenlight the other 5 episodes, or however many are going to be in the season. So they had released the first episode of this back in August, and then when it did pretty well, they greenlit 5 more episodes and started running those in late October.
I mean, that's a pretty smart idea. Let's just hope they don't do that for the Lord of the Rings show. Otherwise, they're $250 million out.
Yeah, no. For something like that, they don't need to test it. They're taking the risk and just going full on and dive. But for smaller shows like this, you don't really know if it's going to hit. And so
yeah,
greenlighting, because a lot of studios, TV stations, they have a lot of pilots. They greenlight pilots. They just don't show them on TV. You know, they watch them amongst themselves and then decide if they want to put money into it. So there's a lot of failed pilots that never get aired. But what Amazon is doing is they actually air that pilot just to see how people react, which I think is smart because there's a lot of things that studio heads don't want to do or don't want to fund, but then the outcry from the public is so great that they have to do it, and it ends up being a hit.
Yep.
Greatest example of that in recent time is Deadpool. Fox did not want to greenlight Deadpool. After 11 years of trying to get them to greenlight it, they had leaked the test footage, and the response was so great that it forced Fox to fund the movie. And then it became a huge hit.
Yeah, and
I think they're kind of following the same kind of thing where they upload the pilot and then just see how it does.
I mean, it's smart. I mean, it's better than just, putting a bunch of money into 10 episodes and be like, what were we doing?
Well, but they do fund something like 10 episodes, but it's 10 shows pilots. They did the same thing with The Tick. They released that pilot episode just to see if people liked it. So since the pilot got response, they greenlit the 6 episodes. I think it's a smart way of running it.
Agree.
I've gotten a few requests for this one, and that's why I want to do it. Plus, I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan.
I'm a martial art fan.
You're a martial artist. You're a choreographer. I'm a big fat dude that does more kind of brawling. I'm more of a throw a person around kind of fighter.
That's effective in its own way.
Like I'm a bear hug and jump forward kind of guy. I just allow my weight to break all of your ribs.
So I'm Van Damme, and you're the guy in Bloodsport that gets severely hurt, and then I go, beat up.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the big bouncer brawler guy.
And
I grunt a lot and punch slow.
Yeah. So you lose to Bolo Yoon and I beat him up.
Yeah. But so I like the idea of Jean-Claude Van Johnson because I heard it was more humorous. And I think Jean-Claude Van Damme is pretty funny. He's had some movies where he tried to be funny and didn't quite work out. But I think overall, I think he's a kind of a funny guy. Plus, after he had all of his drug problems back in the 90s, when he cleaned up and got back into working out, he was a lot more humble than he was in the 80s. And so I think in the 2000s and 2010s, he's really came onto his own, and I'm excited to see what he does with this.
Yeah, same here.
All right, so you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's check out the Jean-Claude Van Johnson trailer number 2.
My name is Jean-Claude Van Damme. I used to be super famous.
Super famous.
Jane, it's your favorite client. I'm back.
JC! When I told you I was back, I did not mean JCVD. I meant Johnson.
This isn't a game. I send you out there before you're ready. People die.
No one's going to die. Except for all the people I'm going to kill.
Ridley Scott?
Ridley Scott.
Mission and cover job.
What?
But you're going up against bloodthirsty drug runners. Yeah, I hope you're ready.
Action! Daddy's home. There's the new man of the house. Cut. I'm so sorry, man.
That's interesting.
Is he qualified?
Vanessa.
What's going on?
I'm in.
We gotta move. Now!
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
One at a time, or you run into each other.
One at a time when we run into each other.
He's gonna get someone killed. He's gonna get himself killed.
What scene is this? What are we doing right now? Are we rolling? Roll!
Louis, I need your help.
With what?
We can find a better car.
Hey, I want to buy drugs.
I want to buy drugs.
I learned a trick long time ago. When one sense is gone, the others heighten it.
I don't think that applies to vision when driving.
Classic Johnson.
Okay, I want to see that.
What?
I want to see that. I like the fact that Jean-Claude Van Damme, the actor, is his cover for his secret agentness. And his real name is Jean-Claude Van Johnson. Like, it's not much of a change. It's not like James Bond or, Jason Bourne. You just change like his last name. And then the humor in it, he's very much of a dry humor. Like he says his lines in a very dry way, but it works. It works for his personality. I like some of the nods that they have to his old movies. Like he's basically making fun of himself.
Mm-hmm.
The scene where the big guy punches him, he basically does the same movements that he did in Universal Soldier. I think it was. No. Kickboxer. In Kickboxer, when his trainer takes him to the bar, gets him drunk, and then tells the guys at the bar a lie to make him fight him, kind of reminded me of that sequence. And I also like the security guards where they were all going to attack him at once, and the guy's like, no, one at a time, so we don't run into each other. Oh, that's hilarious. It's like, yeah. That they give an actual reason of why in every movie the hero only fights one person at a time.
I mean, yeah.
And the whole driving thing with the blindfolded. The way that they edited that timing is very comedic. I like the timing of that. Because that's the hardest part of comedy. It's not coming up with a joke. It's the timing and the delivery.
Oh, yeah.
The timing and the delivery. You could have the dumbest joke ever. If you have good timing and delivery, it's hilarious. And so the editing of that, especially in this trailer, was very funny. Especially the wide shot. And then, like, the music just stops and the wide shot of the car just crashes.
It reminds me of Austin Powers, where he's driving back and forth.
Yeah. It looks very cool.
Yeah, it looks funny. The one thing I think I might enjoy it more as a movie and not as a TV show.
Well, the trailer gives us the setup.
Yeah.
It looks like basically this is the pilot. Is kind of like what they showed. I don't think they've did the other 5 episodes yet, so this is just a pilot. The trailer kind of looks like a movie trailer because it's just doing that episode. But depending on what they do with the show, I could see it.
I mean, that is true. I mean, the one thing that I'm thinking of is like it's kind of like Ash versus the Evil Dead. I watched a couple episodes. I was like, this is funny, but it's nowhere near as funny as Army of Darkness. Because like Army of Darkness, you can literally put all the jokes in that like basket, and you don't have to think about anything else. Where like a TV show, you cannot do that. It's just physically impossible. I remember listening to something with Dave Chappelle, and he was like, "You just like even know like it's crap." Like, you don't think it's funny. You put it in there because you have so much time that you just have to fill. It's just physically impossible to come up with, like, 30 minutes of humor.
Well, I just thought of this. A lot of the Van Damme stuff, movies, are B movies. These are, like, a lot of direct-to-DVD films. You know, I don't think he's had a hit in theaters in a long time. The last movie he had in the theaters was, like, Welcome to the Jungle or something like that, and I think he died within like 20 minutes anyway. And so
his daughter was in there, I think.
Didn't know that. I didn't watch it, but
I've never watched it, but I just
Expendables. He was great in the Expendables sequel.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good in the Expendables sequel. But that was about it.
I think he was the best part.
Yeah. I mean, his crazy level was awesome. Mm-hmm. And you could tell he was having a lot of fun playing that kind of crazy.
Plus also beating up Stallone, I always enjoy.
Yeah. Who doesn't enjoy that? Taking out Rocky and Rambo. Of course, it's like a lifetime dream.
Yep.
A lot of his movies are B movies, direct-to-DVD movies. You're not going to make a lot of money or attention from those films. But having a TV show that is made and run kind of like a B movie, the fans of those B movies are getting something every week. So instead of making a B movie every 3 to 6 months, he's releasing a much shorter B movie every week. And so
it's crazy because he's like one of the kings of B movies. Like because he's insanely popular. Yet, like you said, is like, what was his last hit? Like his own movie where he was himself. I
think, well, I don't think it was a hit, but he had a movie called JVCD, which was more JCVD, which was more of it was more dramatic.
I
loved it.
That's my favorite Van Damme movie.
But I think the last like theater hit that he had was Universal Soldier, but that was the early 90s.
It was that or Time Cop.
Did Time Cop come out after? I think
Time Cop came out in 94. I think Universal Soldier came out in 92.
Yeah, Universal Soldier was the early 90s, so I think you're right. Time Cop would probably be the last one. But that was 30 years ago, maybe 25 years ago.
Yep.
Having a TV show for his fans, like I'm a fan of his B movie stuff. I love it. So having a TV show that gives you your B movie, Van Damme, and he embraces that fact. He's making fun of himself and the fact that he has done B movies, doing them in the show. He's heightened the humor, the satire on that kind of lifestyle. To get that every week, I think is a really good idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you with that.
I do want to see it now. Like, this trailer made me want to watch it. When I first heard about it, I was like, I like Van Damme. That's pretty cool that he's doing this. I didn't know anything about it, though. My main reason for not really caring is I don't have Amazon Prime. And it's just another service that I would have to pay for.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough to make me pay for Amazon Prime.
No, they don't really have a lot of shows that are must-see.
But it is something that would make me want to get it on DVD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I would pay for the DVD when they release a full season.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you would Game of Thrones or something. But I'm not going to pay a monthly... Well, I don't know if Amazon Prime even does monthly.
It's a year. I think it's $100 a year or
yeah,
something.
It's like $100 a year. I'm not going to pay for Amazon Prime just because I've got other things and I don't have the money to pay for all this stuff. I'm not going to get Amazon Prime to watch it, just like I'm not getting CBS All Access just to watch a new Star Trek show. But I will wait for when the season is over and get the DVD. So when they release the DVD for this, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm kind of excited about it now. I didn't know it was going to be like this level of humor, and him. I knew he was kind of going to make fun of himself, but he goes whole hog.
Yeah, I mean, it does look a lot better than what I thought. Because, I mean, all I knew about it was what he was promoting. I didn't see a whole lot. I was like, oh, mainly because ever since JCVD, a new movie comes out, I'm just like, oh, it's just, a new movie that Van Damme's doing.
Yeah, he's got a few on Netflix. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm in the mood. I'll play it,
But this, I mean, at least he's doing something different.
And he looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You can always tell when an actor is enjoying themselves. And it really elevates the project.
I just hope they have, like, good, comedians or just good actors around him to help elevate the show. Because, he is fine to a certain extent, but there's going to have to be something else to carry the show as well. Like Ash vs. the Evil Dead, the thing that's so awesome about the show is, like, everyone else is whatever, but Bruce Campbell is so good that it's just like, I don't care about anyone else, but Bruce Campbell is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the reason why I watch Army of Darkness. And Van Damme is like a talented martial artist, and it's fun to watch him, do the splits, do the split kick, all that stuff. I haven't seen a lot of the comedic side to him. Oh yeah, he was in Kung Fu Panda 2. He's the main bad guy in that.
That's true. I totally forgot about that.
Maybe this is the type of platform that he needs to start in or needs to go back to is, like you said, like a television where it's not as produced and, he can be more of himself.
Well, and I think it's smart that you're going along with what his fan base enjoys. His fan base enjoys those B movies. We like those B movies. We understand he's not going to be in very many big budget films. So to give us a B movie wrapped into a comedy with some action every week is a really good idea.
We just need Dennis Rodman now.
No, we don't. Kim Jong-un can keep him.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I want to see it. I would wait for the DVD, though. Not going to pay for Amazon Prime. Are you going to pay for Amazon Prime?
I already own Amazon Prime.
You bastard. So you're going to go watch it now, aren't you?
Maybe.
And then be like, man, this was so great. I can't wait till you can see it next year.
Yeah, but see, I can't do that because then you're just going to tell me everything about Avatar.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm kind of screwed if I do that.
Mark Hamill does a voice of the main villain.
I know that. Thank you.
Yeah. He's Avatar's father.
What?
He says, Aang, I am your father.
Oh, God.
No, he doesn't. Enjoy the show, you bastard. I will wait for the DVD. But what do you guys think? Have you seen the show? What did you think about it? No spoilers, please, until next year when I get to see it. But let me know what you thought of the show. Are you excited for another season? Are they doing a second season? I would think so.
Well, I think they're going to wait to see how, because it said it started streaming December 15th. So I think that the rest of the episodes came out the 15th.
Right.
Not each episode weekly. So I'm pretty sure they're just going to wait till they see, the views. It's kind of like with, Netflix didn't announce that they were doing a second season of Punisher right away. It took them a couple weeks.
No, but they were in the planning stages of a second season while they were producing the first one.
Fair enough, but I mean, I will say it's a little bit different with that because it's Marvel. They've already had 5 or 6 successful shows where this is like a whole new thing.
Yeah, well, I like it. Let me know your thoughts, guys, and I have links in the description below for all of my social medias, the mailbox to mail stuff, Patreon, so that you can get Young Justice a week early or just to support the channel, and all of Matt's stuff, so you can check out his social medias and web series for Batman Master of Fear. But there's a bunch of things down there, so just hit the description and scroll through. You can find whatever it is you're looking for. Most questions you have are probably going to be answered down there.
Yep.
But hit that notification bell, stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you on the next video.